All right, a quick update on the Clipper Hero new #1 fanning mill project. I've been working on this, kind of puttering around with it for a couple days. I've got some progress made, and this is a little different than some of my usual projects. So I have to say I found it to be more interesting and engaging than I thought it might be, because I get to do some different things than what I usually have to do. But for one thing, I've started to clean the 100 years worth of dust and grime off of it, and underneath all that, I've actually found some of the original script, which is kind of neat, and some of the original red paint. And I've got the bagging elevator together. I don't know if it's together for full time or not yet. I don't think it is, but anyway, I had to put a new piece of sheet metal on the bottom part there. I had to put these two new strips in and do a little more work on it. You can see where I had to put one new piece underneath, piece of wood. The chain was really kind of rusty and stuck. I soaked that for several days in a 5-gallon bucket of used oil, took it out, got it all loose, moving again, and washed it all off with in warm water and soap, and got it back together here, and it does actually turn. So that's kind of how that works. But one thing you'll see, I've got a gap in there. One of my pieces of chain broke off there. It was a little wide, and I went to try and pinch it shut, and it broke. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. This number 25 flat chain, or steel detachable chain, as it's officially known, is I can still get some chain, but these links that rivet onto the little shovels are unavailable, so I need to get some new chain anyway for the drive on this elevator. So I'm probably going to end up grinding some of this off and trying to weld a new link onto this. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to go, but we'll give it a go. I've also got the upper pan here, the first shaker unit that goes underneath there. I got it cleaned up a little bit. I've got the screen that goes in there. I've got that fixed up. The screen was kind of bent. I took it out and straightened it out. I had to put this piece of wood in new because the other one was broken. Now the old script is coming through. That's kind of neat. I like that. But this piece of wood is cracked right here. I don't know if you can see it. You can definitely see it there, but there's a rod that runs all the way through to the other side on top of the screen, and it looks to me like someone has over-tightened that and cracked that. So how I'm going to deal with that, I took a piece of, I got a piece of sheet metal, and I am going to fasten that on right there, bolted above and below the crack, and let these two holes come all the way. Those two bolts, there's the long rod that goes all the way through, and there's a J-bolt on the bottom there that holds the screen in place. So I think when I get that fastened on, it will reinforce that. As I was saying, there's this number 25 flat chain is real hard to come by. I didn't get the one drive shaft that was that drives this. If I didn't get that with the fanning mill, and I couldn't find a sprocket, another number 25 flat chain sprocket anywhere. So how I'm going to deal with that, I picked up a couple of little sprockets. I'm going to the main drive, I'm going to switch over to number 35 roller chain. One of the advantages to that is these sprockets are cheap. They're like $4 a piece. I can mess around with the gearing on that, speed it up or slow it down. I think one of the problems that these things encounter, these old machines were made to be run either with a hand crank or with a stationary gasoline engine, old stationary gasoline engine and a flat belt. I think when people upgrade them to an electric motor, that usually most of the electric motors run at 1700 RPM, they end up turning too fast and just shake everything apart. So with these little sprockets, I can mix and match them and make the machine run at whatever RPM I think looks right. And of course, I also got some little pillow blocks. I found these on the internet. They're like $6 a piece. So you wouldn't find them on the original machine, but they'll work good on this. So I couldn't help myself. I thought they'd work really well. So, and I've got the bottom slats there all fastened on, and I've got the bottom screen rebuilt too. I put a new screen on that, got it all fixed. So that's where I am right now. There is one wooden piece on here that was broken. That I actually have one of my woodworking friends making me a new one right now. So that's where we are now. Kind of an interesting project, kind of cool. We'll keep going on this, and I will post another update when I get more progress done on this thing. So until then, have a good day.